Well, you're going to break the IKEA shit. Everybody knows that's given. You're going to accidentally throw away a couple pieces. It just comes along with the job. This girl paid this extra money for these filing cabinets that lock, which I hate, by the way. Dude, I didn't realize the plastic keys on the side make them lock. A little plastic circle. I thought it was just trash. I threw them all away. She can't lock one filing cabinet. I built 10 of them.
I don't know why they don't just give you like 100 of each piece.
Right.
You know what I mean?
At least some extras.
But it's just for from safety perspective.
Right.
People have to sit on these things. They have to lean on them.
And if they know it's going to break.
Yeah. Did you see the thing about this building across town?
Oh, yeah, the beam's cracked on 43rd?
The beam is straight up cracked in the middle.
I'm not even surprised.
Yeah. It's right there in the middle of Midtown. It's like this whole fucking skyscraper is about to fall down.
You think it'll fall down from that? Nah, they'll reinforce that.
I mean, I don't know what you can do.
You got to get some Dominicans
That shit
there.
is like, but it's like broken in the middle. That's what the problem. They got some this was all non-union labor.
Wow.
Yeah. Somebody cut some corners.
Dude, I used to work with this guy.
Built some shit off of like Temu.
This guy worked. He was a mechanic for like Chevy. That's like Cadillac, Corvette. He was one of their. They liked him because he was one of the fastest guys, and they were all bragging about this guy. And he was a young kid. He was like 23 years old, but he grew up with cars. Like he knew the talk.
Yeah.
Like we took him to a strip club. He's telling strippers he's got a 380 stroker engine and his like S10. They found out this dude was just like super gluing everything instead of fixing it, like using JB Weld. Dude, accelerator cable on a Corvette got stuck. Imagine that.
Oh my God.
I mean, there's no lawsuit. Like, what happens? It's a fault. It's like, yeah, you hired a 22-year-old kid to work on a race car.
Even if there is a lawsuit, what are you going to get out of them? Right? Yeah, we're going to sue you for $1 million.
Your stroker engine?
Yeah, you're not getting. Yeah, we're going to get some like screwdrivers out of you.
He was another one of those kids. You know why we got along? He walked with his feet out too.
Any of these buildings though, where it's like that building, you see it's pretty scary. That is straight up the beam is just cracked.
Yeah,
it's like an L-shaped beam now. But it's like you've been in some of these old buildings, especially in Midtown. Upper West Side, Upper East Side.
Chinatown's the worst.
Chinatown. Oh my God, the building has been there since the 1700s. So it's like they've tried to like put beams up and reinforce things, but the building's old. So there's going to be a couple wood boards in there that have been there since like the time of like Thomas Jefferson.
I'll never forget my place in West Village. Remember I had the asbestos brick wall?
Yeah.
I would feel a breeze coming through the wall. What's that about?
Oh my God.
It's like, how's that even possible?
Yeah. But it's like any of those buildings where it's like, do you really think if something hits this building, that shit's actually going to, if a tornado hits that building, that whole block's getting wiped out?
No, I think these buildings are a lot stronger than a couple beams.
You think that, but it's like, think about how old these buildings are. It's wood. That shit is not like, steel, concrete kind of stuff happening.
But has a building ever actually fell down in New York? Like, and we're not counting 9/11 though. But like
I'm pretty sure they have. I've seen buildings burned down in my neighborhood where it's just like you don't really see what the structure is until there's like a real fire.
Yeah.
That shit is just wood. It's not even like, it's like, it's wood and the little L-shaped thing that holds it together.
And the thing about metal is a lot of these buildings, the roof leaks, like my building.
Yeah.
Think about it. I got 2 floors above me and my ceiling leaks. So that means, can you imagine how much shit's leaking?
Well, just think. Imagine when you go back to if you go back in time to when they're building the building, somebody invested and they bought the property, they developed the property, and they're dealing with the person who owns it. They're not actually building it themselves.
Right.
It's a contractor. They meet with the contractor, and the contractor says, "Hey, we can use this kind of wood. It's going to be $200 a square foot.
Yeah.
Or we can use this other kind of wood for $175." You're doing the math in your head, like, "Oh, I paid this much more. Do you want to spend more money or less?" You want to spend less.
Sometimes it wasn't even up to them. I'll tell you why, dude. I told you I had a buddy that was a big contractor in New York. His brother owned a company. They built a lot of shit. His whole family. He said what actually happened way back then was since the mob was running all the construction companies, they wouldn't even tell the person it's less. They would just give them the less and keep the money.
Exactly.
And bridges were falling down, the cement.
It's not even that, but it's like the contractor is fucking you over. But it's also like, look, it's in everybody's best interest to make this building as cheap as possible.
Right.
It's everybody. It's like the cheaper I build the building, the more money I make in the end.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that guy's incentive is to just use. That's why the walls are always so shitty. Everything is so thin. It's like they could have built it so that you can't hear your neighbors. But in their mind, they're like, fuck it, who cares?
Right, the neighbors are interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, we're just going to make more money anyways.
I don't know if this dude made this up, but I did a little tour when I was in Japan, and they said no buildings are older than 5 years old, like a house. They just tear it down and rebuild it because they build them so cheap.
That's not true.
Yeah, he was just lying.
Nah, my grandmother's house was like, like
fucking
1,000 years old. People, here's the thing. I think anybody if someone's just, here's the thing. That tour guide, he's getting paid whatever he's getting paid. It's not like he gets paid more to be accurate. Everybody is getting fucked over. That's my point. Anybody who've ever worked in a restaurant, everybody's like, oh, you get your wine dealer. They're like, oh, it's going to cost this much per bottle. It's like, oh, yeah, you could, or we could. Let's both make a little bit more money.
Right. They got to skim off the top. Yeah. Chemical guys at car dealerships.
Everybody's telling you you buy a car at the dealership, they're going to sell you a little bit more undercoating, a little bit more insurance, a little warranty.
The only person that makes out is the waiter or waitress. I'm telling you, dude, they always leave with a lot of money.
Yeah, and they're they're stealing.
You're right, they're stealing too.
And they're cutting off the top, and they're selling steaks out the back.
Right.
Everybody, if you're in any kind of business, it's like everybody is always fucking you. And you're somehow fucking them too.
Yeah,
that's how this entire economy works.
I remember my buddy, he worked at a place, and I knew the owner. I didn't want to get too involved. He just bartended there. A lot of people that steal love to brag about it. So the owner's telling me how he installed cameras everywhere, and you could see there's cameras, one directly above the register. And he's like, this way nobody could steal from me. And I'm like, oh, that's smart. The second he leaves, the bartender goes, bro, he goes, all you got to do is like some trick with pennies. I don't even know what it was. He's like, when you count up the register at the end of the day with your tip jar, you count how many pennies are in your pocket. You take a drink that's $7, and you throw a penny in your pocket every time you don't ring it up.
Right.
And he's like, then you just multiply the pennies by 7.
Classic.
I mean, who would have ever even thought of that? No owner is busting that guy.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, is anybody who works at a restaurant or you work at a bar, you spend more time in the restaurant than your boss does.
Right.
So you end up knowing the place more than anybody else.
100%.
So you know all the hiding spots you have all day long to think about ways to steal. So these guys just end up spending, they have their case in the joint.
Yeah, they upsell drinks too. They say, hey, this is the legal way to steal. My one buddy was a real good bartender or a real good waiter. And when, you could say tequila, they have different levels of tequila at the place. He would just name the top shelf tequila. People don't fucking know. So like, yeah, that works. Then they see it's an extra $12 for the top shelf when they get their bill.
Yeah.
You're out with your wife. You got to pick and choose who you're going to rob, because a married couple, they don't care. You could look broke in front of your wife because you guys are sharing the money. But on a date, you can't really be looking broke.
But you only got to steal a little bit each time.
Yeah.
If you're serving 1,000 people a day, you only got to steal every 4 or 5 guys.
That's the truth.
You just hit a lick every once in a while. Yeah. Next thing you know, you're walking out.
Getting some cash. And then they steal. Dude, remember that dude I told you from Greece? He made the at the Greek restaurant. Dude, I caught him stealing trays of chicken. I'm like, you can't even eat all this. He said it's the principle.
Yeah. No, but it's like, even, what it's like when you close at a restaurant like that. End of the day, they're throwing out all this stuff. They don't know you throw out a little bit more mayonnaise.
Right.
You throw out some more napkins. Next thing you know, your house has 1,000 napkins.
Yeah, I remember my buddy worked in restaurants. He had 5,000 feet of saran wrap.
Yeah. That's why the smart, if you really want to be smart and make some money, you got to work at like a Home Depot.
You can build a house.
Yeah, think about how much shit you steal out of there.
Yeah, they got the employee discount. You can get shit like 40% off at Home Depot.
Yeah. Those are the kind of jobs we got to get.
My grandfather had the best move, dude, and he got away with it every single time. He would have us load up his car with shit, fence posts, flowers, whatever, and he'd just drive away. And he said if he ever gets caught, he'd just blame it on old timers.
Right. See, there you go. Everybody's got a way out.
Yeah.
All you got to do is figure out the angles.
Well, those old school cats knew how to steal because a nickel to them was a lot of money. Kids today, they're not going to waste their time stealing.
Right. Well, they're doing like credit card scams now.
If they're
doing high level stuff.
But I feel like the average person back in the day, everybody ripped everybody off in the 70s.
Well, back in the day, it's like you could only steal so much because you were taking cash.
Right.
And it's like, how many nickels does this guy have in his pocket?
But the average person
had like
today,
85 cents.
They're like, the average person today is just working. They're budgeting.
Nah, these kids don't got jobs.
You think they're stealing?
Youth unemployment's through the roof. The thing is, when these kids steal now, they don't like do like smash and grab, steal some candy from the store. They're like stealing credit cards from like Saudi Arabia.
You think they
and
know
they're
how
like
to do
they're
that?
flipping on. No, I mean these days you press a fucking button on your phone, you got everything there, and then you get some stolen stuff from like Soho, and you sell it on Facebook Marketplace. That's the flip.
Wow, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Actually, it is a flip. I knew somebody that would get stuff sent. He was pissed off they put cameras in his building, probably because of this.
Yeah.
Brooklyn dude, he would get stuff sent to an address. Now, I don't know how he pulled this off, because you think Amazon, they'd need an account. But he would steal credit cards, and he would, I'm pretty sure he stole credit cards from people.
Yeah.
And he would order stuff from like Amazon, have it sent to the apartment next door, and he'd just go take it.
Wow. See, but it's like, how much could he even be making? Right? Because it's like if you want,
dude had a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, but if you buy a laptop off of Amazon, you got to sign for it. They got to take a picture.
Wow, yeah.
It's not even like you can buy some paper towels or something. You can't get like high, top shelf stuff.
Yeah, black soap.
Yeah. That's the thing with most of these scams you see, or even like those videos. People go to CVS and they have the garbage bag and they're just scooping in all that makeup. Right. You're watching somebody steal like $200.
Here's the problem with that.
But it's like that you're not even like, and you steal. They say this guy stole $300 worth of makeup from CVS. You're not selling it retail value on the street. You're selling it at a discount.
The problem with those things, though, is, I'll tell you, it all depends on the mood of the cop. Like, say you do get busted doing that, you could either get a slap on the wrist or you can get like 5 years in prison. I've been in these situations. If you seem threatening, or they could really change, the cop could really change your life with that ticket.
Well, that's the thing. Those people, that's why they're stealing from CVS. They know like the numbers. Where it's like if I'm under, it's like grand larceny or whatever if you're under, or it's like a misdemeanor if you're under a certain amount. So as long as you know how much you're stealing.
But they could hit you with like obstruction of justice or eluding police.
The legal system doesn't really deal with people like that anymore. That's why, so much of this stuff, so much petty crime like that kind of goes by. Because it's like the cop doesn't feel like doing all this shit. They don't really get anything out of it.
Dude, I loved when I lived in Harlem on 145th and 8th. We had a CVS right there. And this dude, I'll tell you what you want to do. If you got a CVS, you hire pretty cashiers and you get a security guard that just really don't give a fuck. Because, dude, this security guard, he didn't let nobody get by, bro. I seen him push people, knock over whole aisles of shit.
Right. But these days, those security guards, they get sued if they do stuff. So even the security guard is just like filming you on his phone now.
Yeah, but up in Harlem, they'll be like, sue me, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, that's why all these CVSs are closing down. It's because, or everything's all locked up now. Because it's like, they just can't, it's just not worth it to them.
I just seen a TikTok where a guy was saying, somebody told him to throw one of those Molotov cocktails on the January 6th thing. He's like, they just handed it to me and said, throw it. I did it. Got 10 years in prison.
Right.
Imagine you just throw a bottle on fire and get 10 years.
Yeah, what were you doing on January 6th, though?
Right.
Yeah, it's not like you were at home.
Right.
No, you were there.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah, you were there about to do some shit.
You're guilty enough.
Yeah, and you did something. It's
10 years.
What do you? How many years do you think you should get for throwing a Molotov cocktail?
3 years? There's people that shoot people that get 5.
Yeah. But it's like, now we're just negotiating a number. But it's not like people act like they're like innocent. But it's like, no, you were fucking there.
Yeah, you got in your car and drove.
You were in the Senate. It's like, no, you did what you got what you got. And plus, all those guys got pardoned anyways. So it's not like you're actually doing anything.
Yeah.
My thing though with all this petty crime, because I do see it even in my neighborhood sometimes, where it's like people are like selling like in front of CVS, they're selling all the stolen CVS stuff.
Damn.
So they're selling like. They have it's a guy with like a little blanket selling deodorant.
That's the best place to sell it.
It is kind of, but most people would rather just go into the store. You don't want to deal with a guy. But it's like, it's crazy when you think about, 'cause now it's like I work a regular job and I know what people make at regular jobs now. This guy is committing a crime to make like maybe $30 a day.
Right.
Not that many people are buying stolen paper towels on the street.
People don't want to work.
But it's like this. My thing is like, don't you want to steal more shit? Don't you want to aim higher? If you're going to commit a crime, don't you want to actually make some money?
I mean, honestly, dude, if it was me, I'd drive to like somewhere 2-3 hours away. I'd take a train and do the cigarette scam like the mob used to do.
Cigarettes, you actually make some money.
Right.
If you're doing it in volume, especially if you have a van or something.
Yeah.
But it's like, or you take some like power tools or something. But when you hear people who are selling scrap metal, these like tweakers who are going in the building and stripping the building of like all that, how much could you possibly make?
I mean, those guys, honestly, they'd be happy with $5 because they want to go smoke crack.
Think about it. But it's like people say no one wants to get a job. Think about how much work it is to strip metal out of a wall.
I've been saying that for years.
That is such a dumb way to make money.
Dude, I remember we went on vacation and somebody took all the aluminum siding off the back of the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
It was like an abandoned house. But it's like, imagine you're trying to sell your house and you all of a sudden you get the phone call, hey, half the aluminum siding's gone.
But just imagine you tell a guy, hey, I'll pay you $100 to like, paint the wall here. The guy's like, I don't want $100 to do that. Yeah. And then this guy spends all night stealing aluminum.
Well, it's the rush.
You're still doing work though. I wouldn't do it. But it's like we've both done like manual labor jobs. That is so exhausting. It's dusty and you're like carrying all this shit, and you steal aluminum siding off of someone's house, you steal the copper out of a wall. It's not like you just go next door and sell it. You got to go all the way across town. You got to sell it to the mob or something.
Now you take it to the crushers. That's what you do with the aluminum.
Even that, though, it's not like that's easy. You still got to get in a car. You got to do some extra. That's more work.
They take that shit in a shopping cart. You see them all the time. And the next thing
you know, it's like, think about how much more work that is. That's spending all night doing some shit and coming out with like $30.
When I did construction, we used to see those guys lined up with shopping carts. Yeah. There's like a place in Queens where you could go. It's a dump. They got metal. They got everything. The problem is Jobs drug test. If Jobs didn't care if you smoke crack, the economy would be booming.
I don't know. I think some people just like the idea of doing crime, but they just don't do the basic math of how much am I actually going to make out of this.
Yeah.
I think some people you don't realize how many hours you are dedicating to make this small amount.
But to crackheads, it's not that hard to work because you got to keep in mind. I worked with crackheads at the car wash. Dude, they blow out a car in 5 minutes. I mean,
I'd rather be doing that kind of job. You're not doing a crime,
right?
Yeah, you're doing.
Dude.
I mean, if I'm like tweaking out, it's like I'd rather move some boxes.
Some of the best painters and car detailers are crackheads.
You have to, just to do something like that, just all day long.
Yeah,
somebody yelling at you, and you got to like bust your ass to do something. You're carrying a bucket full of bubbles and stuff.
Yeah, you step outside, you fucking hit the rock, and you.
But then But then at the end of the day, you did an honest day's work, and it's like you want to buy some crack. That's on you.
It's crazy. This dude was the only dude that would be calling the boss for more work.
Yeah,
he'd have to come in. He'd be like, "Hey, dude, stop! I don't know how you got my home number.
We're sick of your work ethic."
Yeah,
you're getting paid by the hour.
He'd be calling the boss at midnight, saying if he can come to his house and do some work.
Wow. That's a real American right there.
It made me tempted to do crack. The dude had abs like a motherfucker.
He did at the time.
Yeah.
I have to imagine that probably didn't last.
I think he cleaned up his act.
Yeah. But I think we got to find a better way in this country to let people do regular kind of jobs.
The hard part is getting the job.
Just for a few hours. They got to find more. It's got to be like government jobs. Where it's like we got to clear out this whole alleyway full of stuff. Here you go. Whoever does it first. Or, it's going to be $100.
They got all this bullshit. You've seen how it is getting a job. You got to do applications and resume.
Yeah.
99% of America, maybe 50% of America, let's say, really honestly 40%, they're not trying to read nothing. It's like, bro, they just want to show up. You tell me what to do. Do I got the job or not?
Right.
It's like, dude, me and my brother were just talking about this. I went to a bank. I had a line on a carpet scrubbing van. I had the money. It was $3,000. I had to fix a couple parts.
To get like a loan?
Oh, yeah. I was trying to get a business loan.
Right.
But the thing is, I had to fix something. You need a couple of dollars up front. Altogether, the van would have been like $5,500. Small loan. I already worked for a carpet cleaning company. I go to the bank just thinking this should be pretty easy. Give them the title as a loan. Show them I've been working for a while. They want a business proposal. It's like, bro, I'm going to scrub carpets. I'm going to steal the clients from Stanley Steamer. I'm going to charge them half, and I'm going to do it. Like, you can't get much simpler than that. You write it down for me. I don't want to write. Back then, I didn't have a computer. It's like, what am I going to do? I can't type shit. There was no phones. You're talking 2002, 2003.
Oh, right.
I mean, there was phones, but like...
I mean, you kind of got to see it from his perspective, though, where it's like, what are the odds that this guy's telling the truth? If I give it to him, what are the odds he's even going to know how to pay it back?
I seen he looked right at me. My legs were filthy, and I had no socks on.
Well, I feel like what he's going to do, if I was him, I would have said, okay, you got to close your eyes right now, and you got to tell me what the address is right now. Where are you? What is the mailing address for this bank? Because if you can't answer that question, you can't send me the check.
Right.
And you would have said no. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, I thought I was going to give you cash.
I'm by the strip club.
Yeah, and by the other place. It's like, no, this is just not. You're not going to get your money back if you hand it to somebody who doesn't know how to fill out a form.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. Whenever you're trying to get a job, they make you fill out the form. They make you do 3 interviews. You have to sign this thing. You got to go to sexual harassment training. You got to watch a PowerPoint. The reason they're making you do all that is because they want to make sure you actually want the job.
Yeah.
This is not something you're just doing for fun. This is not something you're doing just on the side.
Yeah, you just smoked a joint, decide to change your life.
Exactly. We got to make sure you're actually dedicated to this. So we got to give you some hoops. If you jump through the hoops, then you prove that you're actually like willing to, you're bought in. Anybody could just walk into a place. You gotta show a little bit more.
Yeah, I remember one time my buddy tried to muscle a bank. I didn't know at the time. I'm at Wendy's drive-thru getting my little chicken salad. You see about 7 cops pull in. This is in Youngstown, across the street. I didn't find out what happened till like 6 months later. My buddy tried to muscle them into giving them a loan. It's like, bro, you can't do that. You threatened the fucking bank man.
What year do you think this is? That's
this was probably 99.
But I mean, that's like something you did in the 40s.
Right.
That's not something you do when they got computers.
And the thing is, the dude looked like a crazy motherfucker, so they knew he was about it.
Oh, yeah.
And in Ohio, everybody got guns. It's crazy. You could be at the bank, and there's somebody in there with a gun on them.
Right. But it's like, it's not like the guy at the bank is just going to hand you a bunch of cash and like tell you to bring it back.
Yeah, this dude was
still
like
gotta,
approving.
There's still going to be a little bit more to it. Maybe what people are looking for is like a payday loan, or, you go down, you buy it off a Money Shark or something.
Yeah, the best way to do it is just make some fake paperwork, because like you said a long time ago, the bank wants you to give it the high interest loan.
Not the bank, but the payday loan.
Yeah, but what about a bank? If you came in there with some fake paperwork, you think they're really checking?
Ah, yeah. These banks, they're especially these days. Now they're all in your shit. Yeah. They can look up your credit, everything. It's a real business. You are dealing with like a real, financial entity. It's not just like you need some quick cash.
Well, you gotta get the loans from those overseas banks.
That's why these like payday loan places, it's so predatory. Because like they just want you to the whole business model is you not even thinking about it. You not thinking about what it means to have a 30% APR.
Do those still exist? Are there still any payday loan places?
Yeah. Check cashing, payday loan. Man, my neighborhood's all kind of shit like that.
I didn't realize this. I got a friend back in Ohio that ran up all these things, tons of them. He told me his credit's fine now. He said 7 years, it's good. You think that he never filed bankruptcy or nothing? You think that's true?
Nah.
Can't be.
That's the thing, is they're going to wait to collect from you because the interest is still running.
Yeah, because wouldn't everybody just do that?
You're going to borrow $1,000. You're going to end up owing them $30,000.
Yeah, well, he said he got Summit charge cards, like the racing place and Best Buy, and bought all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
He said it's all off his credit.
Yeah, I don't know.
It can't be.
No. All those things, it's like you think you're getting away with something, and then in the end, I think they're always going to win.
I really want to get cool with one of these scammers. I know there's got to be some in New York, because it would be cool just to see what a day in the life is like. Imagine the excitement of hanging out with a scammer.
Well, that's the thing, is these days, it's just a guy who's looking at his phone, who's just beep, 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 beep. I got some money from Saudi Arabia. Beep, 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 Facebook Marketplace.
Wow.
And then you pay a guy to go pick it up for you. You hire someone on TaskRabbit to go do some.
Damn.
Yeah. That's what people were. That's when I was on TaskRabbit, the thing would just be buzzing all day long with just like random stuff.
Yeah.
I'd reject almost all of it, but like every day I would get a TaskRabbit request for, hey, if I give you cash, can you take it to this other place?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Or like, there's people who are trying to like pay me to take money out of my own account.
Fuck that.
Yeah. That's what scammers are. That's what scammers do these days. It's just about finding little,
They just try to get some dumb kid on TaskRabbit.
Well, I mean, if you're on TaskRabbit, you're insured. So it's like it's going to come out of TaskRabbit. It's just you're going to get fired eventually because you are committing crimes.
Do you think you ever accidentally delivered something fucked up?
I did like deliveries in like the Diamond District.
Yeah.
46th Street, whatever, where it's like it's like Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
You got to go upstairs.
I know that area.
They buzz you in, and then they buzz you in a second time, and then they buzz you in like a third time.
Oh,
you got to like wave at the camera, and the guy hands me like a envelope that's like got some like jewels in it, and he's like, "Don't open the envelope."
Holy
you just
shit!
But it would be crazy because it would be delivery like across the street. So I got to go through all the security to pick up the thing, and I got to go downstairs. I go across the street. I got to do all this shit to go up this other place.
What's the point? You think they claimed it lost, or what would be the point of them doing it right across the street?
I don't even know. I would be delivering to some like guy who didn't speak English.
They knew some Arabic.
He would just like nod his head, and that would be it.
Yeah. Dude, don't let that be me, dude. I used to steal sandwiches from Pret. You don't think I'd take them diamonds, bro?
I don't know. These are not guys that you really want to, That guy's my picture.
You're right. Those people
He's got your picture like 10 times. Yeah.
You seen what Trax said? He invested $30 million to open up his store. They raided Trax. I don't know what happened.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine? I mean, I don't like fucking around with those types of M's, dude. That's when you can get killed. Like, imagine you take out, you got $30 million worth of jewelry. When you see these guys, he's on the street with a necklace that cost $100,000. It's like, I mean, dude, you're playing with your life.
All those TikTok guys now, they're just like selling Rolexes to each other in the Diamond District. But I don't even know how the payment works because they always say like, give me $23,000.
Right.
How about $22,500? 23.
It's a facade.
And next thing you know, they're shaking hands. But it's like at some point, does somebody write somebody a check?
Nah, dude, that's all fake. That's all just internet bullshit hype.
Oh, okay. Still though, even that you go to the Diamond District, there are guys just walking around. That's what that whole area is. It's all cash.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's all everybody ripping everybody off. I mean, you're not really going to get a good deal down there.
Yeah. It's all like, Saudi Arabian guys.
It's always funny when they want your ID before you leave. It's like, hey, these guys will do anything to twist your arm. I went down there for some jewelry. Never again. He's like, okay, give me your ID. I said, what the fuck do you? I'm paying cash. What do you need my ID for?
Yeah.
Because they're not going to give it back to you.
Right. How do you think in the future, at what point do you think you're going to start buying fucking gold chains and shit?
I don't think I ever will. I don't know, man. It's crazy
because... Do you think you've just grown out of it?
It's just too dangerous. I'll be honest. Somebody will shoot you for $100 in this world.
Well, what about like a pinky ring? Or like a...
Nah, I wanted a nice watch. I'm a watch guy. And don't get me wrong, I would love to have a gold chain. But I'd have to not be living where I live. I mean, I'm right I could get capped right outside.
Right.
If I lived if I was in Astoria or something, I could tuck it in.
But I mean, like, isn't it like if you live in like the suburbs or something, you got a house, you're in like Westchester.
Oh yeah, I would have one then.
But then it's like no one's even seeing your watch.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't even get to show it off. Here,
That's
it's
true.
like you can swag it out. You're on the block.
Dude, remember my little Fossil watch? Somebody tried to rob me for that once.
Right.
The watch was $14 20 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, they see the silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous. I was dating a girl. Her cousin got killed for a $100 gold chain. Thin-ass chain. They still capped him for it.
Wow. See, I wonder these days, though, where it's like if you were to get like a Rolex or like a Patek, one of those like...
Oh, Patek, you're gone.
40
or something?
Yeah, it's like a $60,000 watch.
You got to go fake.
How many other things would you buy before you got that watch?
Most people just get the watch because that's all they could afford.
But I mean, like, would you buy new shoes first?
I mean, you might go get
You don't want to just wear some regular shoes with a $60,000 watch.
People might go to General Tso's, get some chicken, some orange chicken.
But it's like you got to get some... I feel like my question, though, is like, first you got to get decent-looking shoes because you can't be wearing a nice watch with bum ass shoes.
People that are looking at watches already probably own 20 pairs of shoes.
But exactly. But it's like if it's me or you, there's a sequence to all the things you have to.
We can't even look at the watch.
But there's a sequence to things you have to upgrade before you get to the watch. First, you got to have the apartment. Then you got to get the shoes, and you got to get a nice belt.
Yeah.
And you got to, and then finally at the end, that's like the final boss is getting a nice watch.
Yeah, it's a long way for me. I'd say a car before a watch.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you figure a watch. My buddy got $10,000 Rollie. He doesn't have a car. I'm just like, that doesn't make sense to me.
I'd want to have one car and maybe even on my way to a second car before I got like a really nice watch.
I'm never getting $100,000 watch. I don't care if I had $100 million in the bank.
Right.
Dude, $100,000 watch. I'm just not going to be that pleased.
Even with Floyd Mayweather, when he's walking, every time he travels, he's got 18 watches.
That's so dumb.
Get 2 watches. Get one watch. Then swap it in for a new watch. So it's like, when do you need more than one watch?
You're going to attract the wrong type of people.
Yeah, and you always got to carry around a bunch of briefcases.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine doing that.
You got to carry around 3 briefcases. That's just for your watches.
I could see splurging on a car because you get to drive it. I mean, you get a lot. I would spend $100K on a car in a heartbeat. If I had a ton of money, I couldn't imagine the car I could get for like $250,000, like a McLaren or something.
If you had $200,000 though in the bank, how much of that would you spend on the car?
I'd do about 20 on BMW.
Meaning that if you want to get that $100,000 car, you already got to be clearing $1 million, right?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, so it's like getting a nice car at that point though. You still got to be like extra rich.
Yeah, to get the McLaren. I mean, I think McLarens might be way more than $250,000.
That's like $1 million. Yeah, they make like 3 of those. That's like a Jake Paul car.
Yeah, I would just lease a nice car. Honestly, I don't even think I would buy it.
If I was in that kind of situation where I really want to ball out, get one car at a time and just swap it out.
I remember they had these Z06 Corvettes. This is before the mid-engine. This is like in 2006 or something. They had these things were badass though, and they had a deal at my work. They were leasing them for $1,100 a month. I almost fucking got one.
Wow!
I was like, I would live in somebody's basement for this fucking car.
I mean, I think those first 3 months of having that car, you spend about maybe $4,000.
Yeah,
and that's a cool way to spend 3 months.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the trick though is that after a year, you're not really that excited about the car anymore. Then it's like, it kind of wears off.
You got to go somewhere where there's no winters.
Yeah, but it's like having those first couple months of having a cool car. That is like extra cool.
Too bad you can't lease a car for 2 months.
I think you can, right?
I don't know. No, I don't see what the incentive would be.
I mean, it's going to cost you like a crazy amount of money.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you don't actually build any equity because you are just basically...
I bet you that's what it is.
Basically just renting a car.
You could lease a Lambo for like $1,500 a day, but that day's going to go by so fast.
It's going to be a pretty good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of TikTok videos.
Yeah.
You got to get the insurance, and just break it on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. You got to get it on Turo, and then you got to have it planned out.
Yeah.
The next hour and a half, you got to have it planned out.
Well, you just get a hot girl to step on the windshield.
Oh, yeah.
And just record it.
Man. Must be nice.
I told you, dude, I've been hanging out with a couple OF models, dude. You wouldn't believe the money they make would make you sick.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if you just, in 1 week, you just made 10 racks, dude, doing nothing. There's a manager doing everything.
Even those girls, 10,000 is pretty light.
Yeah, but that's 1 week. I mean, I'm talking 7 days, 10 grand.
I think like that really nothing. Like that top girl, what's her name? She's got like, she made like 100 mil in like a year.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I get it. That's insane. But this girl, nobody knows her. She's a regular fucking girl.
Oh, wow.
Worked fast food before this.
Oh, yeah.
Some dude came in, said, hey, look, if you buy yourself some tits, I can make you some money.
See, even that, though, it's like how long, if you were that girl, first month you get Venmo $10,000. Are you spending that $10,000 up top?
Oh, no, but because it would be $40K.
Even $40K, but it's like you have to, at some point, you have to plan out your life where it's like, I'm this kind of person who makes this much money. Because if you think it's just going to end in a couple months, then you can barely spend any of it.
If I was that girl, I'd buy like a Subway sandwich place. You could probably get one of those cheap.
Right. But it was like, if I started getting that kind of money, immediately I would assume it's about to end. I would assume this fucking guy's about to steal all my money.
Right.
Yeah, because you're in like a dirty business at that point.
You go buy a house in Ohio somewhere, open up a little Subway sandwich place.
And yet, I don't think that's what these people end up doing.
No, you're right. She had a Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah, exactly. I think
$3,000 purse she showed me.
I think you're going to catch up to this girl in about 2 years, and things are going to look dark.
Well, I told her, I said, you got to get off dope.
Ah, yeah.
I was like, that's number one.
Step one. Step one, and then high yield savings account.
What is it with these girls never want to get off dope? They're like, I get it. I trust the guy. I never understand that.
Yeah, I trust this pimp.
I'm like, what do you mean you trust him?
Yeah, he seems like such a nice guy.
People always have the same argument.
He said he has a plan.
They go, well, why would they kill me if I'm buying drugs off them? Because there's plenty of drug addicts. It's like they want to get you more hooked.
Right. Yeah, there's no logic to any of this stuff.
Right. Somebody told me, they go, well, if it's fake, isn't it just B12? I said, the last thing a drug dealer's giving you is vitamins. They don't even know where the fuck. They're not.
Well, they don't even know what's in it. Yeah.
Right.
They got it from another guy.
Yeah, they got this shit from Mexico.
It's been stepped on.
Yeah, unless you know Spanish, you have no clue what's in this.
See, we were talking about people stealing from their employers.
Right.
This is exactly that's the kind of situation where this brick has gone person to person. Everybody stepped on it.
Yeah.
By the time you get to it, it's got like
who knows, crushed up Corona bottles.
Yeah, exactly. It's got mayonnaise in there.
Right.
Yeah.
People
Everybody's
spitting it.
If everybody only steals a little bit, then by the end, it's you still end up with like dirt. You end up passed out.
I know everybody gets mad at me when I say this. They go, "Oh, you fucking commie," every time I say this. But you see the TikToks where they talk about America being on a grading system. I'm all for that, dude. I don't think anything's wrong with that. We should have a number straight up. You could see it. How shitty is this person? How cool is this person? Oh, you're a 77? I'm about 78. I think this will work.
Grading as in like
if you steal from people, if you fight, if you rob, if you're the
grade of meat.
Yeah, we should have like an A, B, C. I think it even more deep than that.
Top shelf.
It should be numbers.
Right.
It should be 77% good, 89%.
Well, it's like an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
You just stand in front of the guy. And
right.
You check out, yeah, what am I dealing with here?
Yeah, hey, let me see what you got. Oh, fuck, get away from me.
Right.
Wouldn't that be that would solve so many of the world's problems.
It would until somebody accidentally got the wrong number.
Yeah.
Because, it's like you said, you don't like filling out paperwork. That's all paperwork.
Right.
That's all bureaucracy.
Yeah.
And once you get it wrong, it was like, remember when you tried to get on the phone with Facebook?
Right.
Yeah, let's get some customer service with Facebook.
Some guy from India.
Good luck with that.
You shouldn't have robbed the store, buddy.
Nobody is ever picking up the phone at Facebook.
Listen, you understand, I didn't rob them. Okay, I forgot to pay.
Yeah, you're just dealing with some chatbot. You give them your sad story, and the thing says like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that."
Right.
So sorry to hear you're having trouble, Dominic.
I understand you're upset.
Exactly. I understand you're stuck in the Dominican Republic right now. That must be terrible.
Yeah.
I want you to know I sympathize with you. I feel your pain.
Please wait a moment while I get back to you.
Yeah, right. You are number 89 in the queue.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, next thing you know, you're burning to death.
Yeah, you're right. In DR, too.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a fucking bitch?
Well, speaking of the DR, let's plug some dates, huh?
I'm going to be in DR, dude. I got greedy, man. I think I might take one of these ships in September. I don't know, a day or two.
That's not a bad month.
Curacao, yeah. Right when the winters end, and I get to go spend more summer in Dominican Republic. I'm supposed to be doing, I think, Hilarities in Cleveland. I want to try to line that up.
Okay, yeah.
I got a connection. Actually, this is for real. I'm not even making this up. I will be doing a show in Pittsburgh at a bar. It's going to be my own show, like no club involved. I'm working with a promoter with a beer company, so we'll catch you a deal on the drinks, and you guys come see me in Pittsburgh.
It's
hopefully,
like a brewery or something.
Yeah, hopefully in like 6 weeks I want to make it happen. I don't know how long do you think I should plan it out ahead? 2 months?
But I don't think it matters that
much. The Rust Belt.
So
2 months maybe I'll be out there.
You gotta take the bus out there.
I'll probably ride down with some homies. Maybe I don't know.
Oh yeah.
We'll see what's up.